Alrighty, welcome to another devlog. Um, so yeah, a quick overview of what I'm gonna do today. Again, I have my to-do list here. So I'm essentially gonna pick it up where I left. Oh, by the way, this is something. This is another thing going on the side. I'll explain that later in a bit. Anyways, where I left off last time is I implemented drag and drop for inventory items, and that's it. That's basically what I did. So now what I want to do is I wanna enable the drag and drop features for the room. So essentially the D&D manager, and here's my last comment. Which essentially says, yeah, make sure that we only accept oceloti items or other non-types. And just so that you know, like right now it says that you can drag this, but nothing happens. And you can indeed drag this thing here. But if I were to open a different, like an uncompatible thing, essentially, like this one, like that should not be allowed unless we know about it, right? So I'm gonna need to create another step here that's gonna say create a register function, a register D&D type function, right? That's something that I'm gonna need. Yeah, I don't need to have this thing here. I'm just gonna go ahead and do it. Register D&D type. Which that actually might replace this thing, except that this still doesn't make a ton of sense. So I'm actually going to remove it, and I'm just going to implement that instead. So D&D known D&D types, right? And then we're going to essentially add that there. It's going to be an array as well. It's not going to be an object, I think. Or well, actually no. Like I think it's just it's just going to be a plain array of like a string array. So what's going to happen? Let's see. What's going to happen if you add type name, right? Like whatever. And then we just do type name. And this is probably going to say like, hey, like do we know this thing, right? If we already know it, then we should essentially return, and then we should say console warn, and then something like trying to register existing known D&D type. And then looks like I'm not gonna need to use this and type name, right? And that's it. Otherwise we'll just add it. And let's see, I have a similar register function here, so let's take a look if I'm missing anything. No, it's just adding it. Okay. So, okay, known D&D types. Okay, we register that. So in this case, we're gonna register this at some point, which is gonna happen here on the inventory system. And then, so here, what we're gonna do is we're going to say, if it includes any of the known types, right? So I believe there's a JavaScript any some or something like that, yeah. Contains, okay. I'm looking for a function that I think does exactly what I want, but I'm not sure. So let's just not this. Let's just do something. Let's just do a new prompt. All right. So the question is actually I want to try to use my other one. Quick.js, yeah. And I'm just gonna restart this thing. Trash. Opus, yes. So the thing I'm gonna say is known DND types. What's the most effective way of checking if two arrays, or rather, what do you want to achieve? Because this types is going to have a lot of types, right? And so we need to determine the actual type. So we need to be specific. Like we need to say, hey, does this thing include one of these items, right? So checking if an array of strings contains any string within a second array. Let's see what happens. Oh, okay, so it was with some. Okay. So we'll just do this. We're gonna say if our second array, which in this case it's known DND types includes. Okay, yeah, I guess that works. All right. So if it doesn't, right? If it doesn't, then that's it. We're done. Now that should, of course, do that, and we are going to export this function here. I'm gonna keep it simple. Like I'm not gonna do it like the other time, where. Okay, I'm gonna return exports. I guess I'm gonna say count exports, and then it's an object, and then within this object I'm actually just gonna put it there like so. I'm just gonna remove this, and then we're just gonna say exports, and then I'm also going to just add this function essentially, right? Exports this equals the function that. I'm pretty sure I can access this stuff here. Let's see. I was wondering that the other night because I don't know. I'm not familiar with like object inheritance in JavaScript a lot. Just because I don't really use it, just because it's confusing. But it might be useful with the things that I'm doing now. So let's just see what this is, right? Oh yeah, I need to register that, of course. So register, and we are going to register. So move item, add item to bag. Those are exported as well, so I'm gonna make that. Are those not exported? Oh, it looks like the move one is not. Anyways, I'm gonna refactor this. In any case, I'm going to use that. So DND manager, and then I'm just gonna say const. What was it? Register DND type equals use module. D&D manager, and then we're just gonna, register oceloti item. It's a window. Why the fuck is it the window? Is it like the default behavior? The fun thing is that I have access to the oceloti stuff. I have no idea why. Okay. So what happens if I instead do, like, if I do this? What happens? Oh. It's the same thing. Yeah, I mean that's what I was expecting, but that's interesting. Why is this thing? I think if this was a function or something, like, yeah, it would be different. Am I able to access this though? Let's see. Oh, I am. So I guess I don't need to do this. No, actually, no, never mind. This is gonna be undefined for sure. Yeah. So exports. Nice. Yeah, this makes more sense now. It's easier to read. I'm actually gonna do the same thing for this object here. So exports, and then here at the top we're gonna say const exports, equals to an object, and then item handlers is just going to be an array. We are using this in other places, so exports. Okay, so now this function, I'm gonna move it up here. And then I'm also gonna move this, although this might be trying to access some other stuff. Yep. It's gonna try to access the slots object, which is right here. I believe that it's gonna work anyways. Oh, and this function, I'm also gonna export that one. So let's just try it out and see what happens really. Let's see if that works. It does not work. Move item in back is not defined. Oh, of course. Because it needs to be exports. Okay, yeah, that works. Good. Very good. Yeah, that's easier to read. You have your exports there. And then you have like all of your other shit. Or UI stuff. This is a messy file, but that's okay. I'm gonna clean it up later. This is gonna change as well. I'm probably just gonna register a bunch of callbacks, like register, like card drop callback or something, and then it's, instead of using this window event, and it's just gonna like go directly there. I don't know if I want to use this yet, to be honest. Like, I might actually just leave it there. Who knows? Okay, so register D&D type. I'm just gonna use it like directly below. And okay, so the next thing that I need to do, yeah, this works. No, this doesn't work actually. It didn't register that. Oceloti item. Get data, set data. There you go. Is it not types? Undefined. So it did add something. It's just undefined. Type name. Oh, gotcha. Now that should work. Yep. And then we have the data there. Nice. Okay. Well. Yeah, if we don't know it, we'll just return that, and then so what happens if we do know it? If we do know it on drag over, well, we haven't yet decided what UI to show there. So I'm just gonna leave it empty, that's okay. And here, drop. This is what the part that matters. I believe my yeah, the last one was there. Okay, so there are two main branching types: files and text-based shit. And we want to handle, you know, the text could be anything from link to plain text, you know, to whatever, like object, data. And then file, you know, it's yeah, it's like images or whatever custom thing. And so, okay, so here's the thing though. Known DND types. I think we are gonna need a handler. Because okay, so what happens, you know, what happens if, I think this is just preventive, I guess that's the whole purpose of this thing. And then on the drop event, like this guy is like, well, I don't know what's gonna happen on the drop event. Right, like I'm just telling you, like this is gonna be like, you know, whenever you drop something there, like, hey, something dropped, and this is the thing that dropped, right? So my question is like, why should I have this here if I can just do that from here, you know? That's the thing that I'm thinking now. It's like I can just add another event listener and, you know, check. And I can just check. But the reason why I did this is because, yeah, exactly, because there's, I don't know if it's with one L or two L's. It's because you might have multiple handlers for a single type, right? So like, how do you prevent that from being very messy and like just not knowing where those things are? That's kind of like why this exists instead of just using the native event listener. So it's just gonna be a wrapper so that I have control of the things that, you know, that are going on in there. So I'm also gonna have a drag and drop or drop handler, drop handlers, and just like that. And then I'll do register drop handler, and that thing it's gonna take a callback, right? And then drop handlers, push callback. And it's not gonna take any types or anything like that. Like it's gonna, I think it should just handle it manually. Or maybe make that optional. Or maybe this callback function takes some specific arguments. Who knows? Let's see. So we registered the drop handler, and then we don't need this. Yeah, we can get text data or whatever. But I think most importantly, I guess we can do some parsing, right? From the beginning. But I think it's just better if we say something like drop handlers, and then we look through them. So for each handler, and then we say handler. So what do we want to pass here, right? We want to pass the drop event. So event is going to be drop event, drop event. Maybe we want to, what else do we want to say, right? Do we want to figure out the type? Do we want to know, do we pass the known types? The thing is, like, this is gonna run every handler, right? This is gonna run every handler, and each handler might want to handle a few types, or check against a few types, if that makes sense. Yeah, I don't think doing this is a good idea anymore, to be honest. I think because the thing is, like, here I'm just saying it, if it includes that thing. So let's do some testing. Console log, and then we're gonna say, let's get the types. Let's just console log the types. It's gonna have a single type because we know it. All to begin with, this is not gonna allow it. Okay, yeah, that's a good point. So I'm going to comment this out for now. What happens if I drag a folder? Oh, files. I want to know now the files. Because I'm curious if, is it gonna get a whole file list? Oh no, it is just the folder. Okay, good. And then we're gonna do this. So it gives you the file name, and if it's a file or not. And then, but in the types here, it says files. Is this? The thing is, I don't know, in terms of for operating systems, this is probably gonna change between every browser and operating system, and So that's like the thing, right? Like, how do I handle that? Like, do you like, for every drop handler, do you like, do you register a DND type as well? And instead of exporting this, you just use it here? Like, what do you do, right? And like, I could just add a function that says, you know, like, match with these things, kind of like this, so you can put a function like this. But the thing about having a very precise list is that you can say, well, there's only this handler checking for this thing, right? It's like a list of conditions instead of types. But you could also, instead of register you could do this multiple times essentially, right? Like, so register handler, and so you have your callback, but then you also have your you know, you also have your types essentially. So types, specifically DND types. DND types, and this is going to be an array. And so yes, we're going to push this thing, but we're also going to say, you know, DND types for each type. We are going to export register DND type T, which is going to be a string. And so you only really need this, I guess, most of the times, or just this one actually, always. Because why would you do otherwise, right? So you would instead, you know, pass in something like this, and then for each of those, oh, you could also pass in some regex there, but that also complicates things. So yeah, and then we have a function here, and this, you know, this takes an event essentially, and here we have an event, and yeah, so then we can prevent it that way, and then we can say I guess I have access to this thing here as well, I suppose. Let's see. Oh, okay, yeah. DND types. Oh. Register drop handler. We're passing in an array and a callback, and then. Oh, right. Doing the same thing. Drop handlers is not defined. Drop event is not defined. Alrighty. So why did it do that a bunch of times? Oh yeah, of course, because it's on the drag over. Okay, so that can be used right now for debugging, which is what I wanted to do. Files. So then on drop, I'm going to remove this code right now because it's not being used anyways. Okay, so drop handlers, exports, drop handlers for each. Wait, is a drop handler an object? Yes. And there's a D&D types. Okay. So we have that. But before we call that, we're gonna check. So event data transfer types, some, and then we're gonna say well no, exports, non-D&D types, includes. Wait. T. Yes. Okay. And so before we call that function, let's see what this does, right? Let's just make sure that invalid arrow, whatever. Oh yeah. Okay, it has to be something that we know. So that's gonna console log that to be true. So drop handlers, we actually have to find or filter rather const what is that gonna do? It's gonna return that particular one that matches. So now let's say that we register 2. And let's imagine that this is done elsewhere in the program. First, second, right? Oh. Is this gonna point to yes? I want to know like which module is doing this. I don't know if there's a simple way to do that, or I should just pass in the module. Ah. Okay. The types, and then here we're going to call this handler, I believe it is. And then we're going to do invoking module. Inventory is trying to register existing known. Previously. Okay, so the thing about the invoking module, and the cool thing is that we're actually storing that there, so we know, right? Let's say this is a fake module. And so it's gonna say, like, you know, this is trying to register previously added DND type, so inventory is trying to register a previously added DND type. DND type, you know, type name. But type name. How do we get that one? How do we find that? You know, we're gonna try to invoke to match that, not to. This is gonna be a funny function. Okay, so DND types, you know, like from all of them, you know, let's include one that includes this. And I think that should be it actually. If it includes that, then we'll get the other module. And what is this other module thing? No, it's not another module. Existing handler. I think I'm making a mess. I don't think I should be doing it this way. I think I should just be looking at the existing handlers. But anyways, I'll do it this way now. And then we're gonna look for the invoking module. Inventory is trying to register a previously added D&D type ocelot item, but fake module, and I didn't finish the sentence, has already registered. Yes. And I can make it a little bit more elegant by saying the module. So right now it's gonna be like whoever registers that first, right? That's how it's gonna be. But that's not, like, you should be able to manage that. And I think that the user should be able to do that. And by the user, actually, I mean the developer. Like, the developer should be able to, you know, override it. Somehow. I don't know what that somehow is. So I'm just gonna leave it like this right now. And then do that later. So I'm gonna leave it to do here. To do or fix me. I still need to decide how to handle multiple handlers for this types. Like, I don't know if it's going to be the user or the developer, the one who decides that. I think it should be the user. It should be the room guest. The room user. Who decides through a UI. Okay. Okay. So we're just gonna do this. And so now say we want to add an image. So it's all just files, right? Okay, so the thing here is going to be that. So the problem here is going to be that we have types and data transfer effect allowed. So yeah, I mean, we're essentially handling this as a type, right? But we should actually say You know, like it should be a different thing for files, essentially. So let's do that. Empty. Also empty. Also empty. What? Why is that empty? Oh. So I guess I'm just gonna do I'm just gonna check, you know, if this types includes files, or you know, I have to like to do make sure that we cover all file type names for different OSs and browsers. It's more like a fix me, really. So you know, if it includes files, then we'll have to somehow figure out the exact file type, and I don't know how to. I don't know if we'll have access to that from here. Oh, so items. Kind file type not known. Drop effect files. It's also fucking empty. I guess we can't know until it's dropped. Well, we do know that it includes files, so before we do that, it is not defined. Yes, that's correct. It takes that thing. Now we do this, and then we have a file, and oh wait, how was I checking the contents? Like I said, was I just reading it? File reader. File. Okay, so we loop through the files. I'm gonna need this actually. if we don't have this, then we'll just do the code that we had before, and then otherwise we have a file. So what data do we have here? Console log file. That should work. Drop event, of course. Oh, this is just event. Yeah. So we have a name, a size, and then a type. This is the important part. So what is the found gifts? Yeah, that's because it's a link, right? URI, URL, na 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 na. So data transfer types. So this is how you would handle that. In my case, as a developer, I want to handle all of these things. I want the inventory to handle all of those things. And that pretty much covers everything. Now, if it's a file, how does it get handled? I guess it also handles files, you know, like I guess we just say, you know, let's handle a file. I think this should just be callback. Oh, it was already callback, so that's fine. So then files, drop event. Okay. So this should now be like, yeah, you can drop it, but of course nothing happens. So what I'll do instead is I'm going to update this data transfer and then types. Let's just do types. And then, we're gonna, okay, so for matching handlers, we're gonna get the first one. And then we'll just essentially do this. Correct. Now, because I'm also, doing this, like all of those things are supported. But let's say that I don't want to handle files. Oh, of course. Wait, what? No, yeah, that. Oh, yeah, no, this is not a file. That's correct. That's correct. This is not allowed anymore. Okay, yeah, this makes sense. Okay, good. And nice. So we're calling that thing. Of course, if matching handlers, if we don't have any, then we'll just do that. If matching handlers callback, we call it. Here are the files. I would rather manually, I don't know if I need to pass in the whole thing, to be honest. I think I just want to, like, yeah, I mean, no, I guess, yeah. I guess we'll just pass that in. And then we'll just say, yeah, event. And that's it. And that's it. And then here I'll just, do this thing. And then also log, not a file, and then otherwise then just not file. That's right. And then because I'm handling all of these things, I need to make sure, so then here's where I say if if this and then types, if it includes one of those, well yeah, we're gonna have a switch here actually. And the switch is gonna be for essentially each type, but we don't want to do that. Can I do this? Like, is this? No, this is just for strings, right? Like, I can't say something like, I can't say essentially types includes, and then do whatever. Let's try it. Hey, that's it. Text. Yeah, no. I can make it a little bit more, a little better. Once we process each of them, we just return. So we handle files first. That's essentially what this means. Yeah, that's a little cleaner. Item. And then I can do an else if. Now if types, and if it includes text HTML or or if it includes, well, it's not the same actually. Oh, I think I will do something like const type, in types. I always forget if it's in or off. So let's just try to do that real quick. 0. Good. Now we can actually now do a switch. What's the syntax? Is it like this? Now we can say oceloti item, and then we know it's an item. Can I do something like type includes URL? We know it's a link. Item. Is this not a link? I guess that does not work. Okay, I guess a switch is not gonna work. If item link, which I believe is not going to be the same as this. Yeah. Okay, and now in this case it's a file. Just wait, what? Oh, I think I removed it, yeah. Nice. So if it's multiple files, oh, nice. This is cool. Great. Now this break, I think, means that it's not gonna run everything else. So this makes it clear. It's kind of like a return. Both could be, done. Nice. Well, now I have, now I can handle those types. So link, this could be an image. So write func.js function that takes a URL string and fetches it to see if it's an image. Let's see if that works. It's gonna return stuff, so I don't want that right now. I want to return. I'm gonna. Well, yeah, that's gonna return anyways. Okay. Let's see if that works. Oh yeah. Oh wait. I guess we're making this an async. Does this work? I guess I can also just do callback async. URL is not defined. True. How do you get the data? Does it get data? Probably. Oh yeah, well, what do I need to pass? Data transfer, get data. The format. How do I know this? Oh, I guess, what the fuck am I doing? Oh, right, I want to know. So if it includes URL, then let's just see what the font type is, right? So I don't need to do that. I'll just do this. That's it. Cross origin blocked. Are you serious? I can't fetch that thing. I could create a Lambda function or a cloud function that does this for me. But that's, I don't know, man, that's so stupid. Like, why can't I, why can't I do that? I mean, I understand why. But the funny thing is that I can actually use this, you know. Da 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 na na na. Da da. Let's see what, I don't know, man. Let's just see what happens. Like the thing is, let's see the URL, right? What? That's kind of strange. Is it doing it twice? It. Oh, that's weird. You could probably just figure out if it says image. But I don't like the fact that it, gets two things there. I guess I can also just say, types find explain. Okay, anyways, if it includes image, this should work the same way. Taking the link one, but I thought that there were of course though. Okay. I guess instead I'll just do let's see if it's an image, right? So that would be includes image. So if we have an image type, then we'll use that image type, right? So otherwise and then we can do the same here. Image and then an empty string. Oh wait, yeah, no, if it's an image, because we always want that. We have the image, we know it's an image. This is a link, so we know it's a link. Yeah, this seems to be the way to go. So now we know how to handle that. We know how to handle items. We know how to handle text. And we know how to handle files as well. Great. So now we know how to handle all of those things. And we have a drop handler for those specific types. Okay. Raise room drop handler. Yeah, we did this. Yeah, I also wanted to rename the card concept to the room. Let's see. Card manager, arena cards, card state. Card. And this is in the card manager. And then we're still in the card manager. Inventory. Card drop. Notebook. The reason why I wanted to make it object is because, or thing actually, was thing manager. It's because all of these are things, and like you could I mean, this thing is a piece of paper, which could be a card, but say that you drop say you drop a JavaScript file specifically, right? If you drop a JavaScript file specifically, like say you want to run that for some reason, right? Like, or I don't know, man. Like that does not become a thing. No, that's actually a bad example. Like say you have an object, a thing, that's not necessarily a card. Maybe it's a 3D object, and or maybe it's like something that does not resemble a card is what I'm trying to say. Then like an object, a physical object looking thing. Then saying that it's a card is kind of stupid. So yeah, now what I need to do. So handle files. One, two, so we have one. I'm not gonna handle this, I don't know what the heck. I guess eventually I'm gonna have two types of types. A non-file type and a file type. That would make more sense later on. Yep. So now what I want to do is I want to handle this. I want to handle this thing. And so finally, we finally have what we need here. And now that means that I need to move this elsewhere, like after things have been initialized, essentially. I need to say, when it's a file, I want to drop that thing, and so if it's an item, console log. Let's see what the actually, yeah, let's just keep it here for now, because I am not sure what data we're gonna have here. So I'm gonna get the data, so event data transfer get data slide item, right? And of course we have the handler name, and we of course have this information. I think I'm just gonna write a new function, and it's gonna say drop bag item, drop item from bag, and then of course we're gonna require a bag, I guess, and the item, I guess we'll have some information, and we're gonna do something. We're going to ignore the bag thing here. So we have an index. We're gonna require a bag ID as well. I'm not gonna do that right now. So we know that we're gonna have an item index. So I know that we're gonna have slots, val. We're gonna be able to do index, and this is gonna give us the full thing, right? And what we're gonna do is we're going to room van van add room, and then where is this? When is this used? Yeah, I'm gonna need to have a card drop. Initialize card state. Right. So this is how we let people know, right? And then we're gonna have access to exactly this. From the event we get the detail, from the detail we get the card. and that initializer where does this guy come from? Compatible handlers, right? Yes, it takes this card. Perfect. So let's take this. Let's say it's okay. We'll just do this. We're gonna render. So render. Does the render? It takes an item state. This looks terrible. This looks really bad. So it's just gonna return that, and then here, you know, it's gonna be item initializer, and then it's going to initialize it with the card. But the problem with this is that it's gonna take whatever, you know, it's gonna take whatever thing here. I don't think this is a good, like, this is gonna work right now, but this is fucked. Fix me. This is fucked. Of course, we have not added this. I think I already have something with this. Oh. Nothing happens. Okay, let's see. Okay. Man, this is so hard to read. I don't know why it's like this. So we get an index. Can't access lexical item before initialization. Data, initializer, render. Oh yes, that is correct. Why is it not appending that? Oh, I think I know why. Now it's gonna work. Yeah. So this is what I need. And this should work. Let's see if it works. The moment of truth. Yay! It's very fucked, but it works. So what's going on here? What does the initializer want? It's undefined, so that's why. And that's probably because we're not doing. That's probably because we're not doing that. That's not even the. Where do I have that code? Here. Yeah, that's because it's with, and it's also expecting an X and a Y, which we don't have here. So when we're doing, when we're doing render, this is actually wrong. It's expecting a W. Expecting a W, but it actually is a width. Not only that, but it's also expecting, something else. Drop item from back. How does this even work, bro? I don't know why that works. That makes me feel bad. Client X, and then E, client Y. And then we'll do X and Y. And we're just gonna do X, and then we're gonna do Y. Or we can just do X, Y. Yep, that works. Now I think that the notebook card is in charge of figuring out the exact positions here. Notebook card is also going to be. Let's see what happens if I do transform, translate. I don't know if this is gonna fuck something else. Okay, I know this works. I mean, it looks like everything's fine. So, I guess there's no issue, which is good. Yay! We have a lot of cards now. Oh, and it's initialized. Yay! Perfect. So now let's do a little bit of cleanup now. Yeah, this is fucked. This should not be that way. So how do we make sure that the recently added thing okay, I think I know how. We'll do this. We're gonna render it first. Then we are going to, you know, make a callback here. So const on handle drop initialize init. And we will need the, we're essentially gonna use this. And then, oh, I just realized that it's pretty dark now, so I don't know if my face is visible. Let's check real quick. Oh, it is okay. Card drop. Actually, how long has it been? Oh, I'm almost done. Card drop is going to be using this init callback function here. Something is wrong here, I feel like. No. And so then, you know, we register that. But wait. I forgot something. We just need to validate if L is equals to card. Like, that's the only reason we should be doing this. Then we do this, and then window remove event listener. I don't even know if I need to do this, like, to do this way. Card drop. I mean, of course it works. And of course it's gonna work, like that's obviously gonna work. Nice. Okay. So we add that event listener, then we mount that thing. Oh wait, yeah, no, to know. Oh wait, yeah, no, it's not initialized for some reason. Is it because of this function? Or is it because it's empty? No, it is because of that function there. Does that? Holy shit, so that was a problem. Oh wow. Oh, what do you know? I don't like this. I don't like this. Okay, so I guess I'll have to find an alternative, right? What is it called? Card drop. We're done. This works. What happens if I do this? Yeah. So here we can actually null if it's actually not a slot, it's actually an iron ref. Yeah. Anyways. Description, index. On known equals true. Now it was item ref. Undefined, true. I'm gonna keep it consistent. Unknown, false. Can't drop unknown item. Nice. That's it. Now we are actually done. Whoa, what was that like? What happened there? I think it was my mouse. It was discharging. I mean, it was about to die. Whoa, 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 whoa. Something is broken. What is going on? Okay. I think I broke something. Yes, I broke something. And I don't know why. Okay, that's that. Oh, it's not initializing it. So I should keep this, so it freaks me. Fuck. Okay. But didn't I just test this? Yeah. On card drop. Ah, okay. So this is what I was missing. Okay, let's see if that works. So it initializes that thing, and then we also add the menu. Oh, that's even worse. Is it because of this thing? Oh no, it's not even returning. Shit. Okay, so we're passing the reference. We drop an item. That means that this is not running. So okay, no, I was tripping. If L is not equals to card, and return. Like that was my intention. And so we know that that code is running there. So this is only gonna, to prove this, this is gonna run only one time. First. Right? First. Exactly. We need an ID of sorts. How can, like, what should I do about that ID? The only reason why we need an ID is so we can keep track of it. I didn't want to use IDs, to be honest. I guess I'll use an ID. Because the thing is, so window add event listener, right? Like if something else drops that is not this card, this is gonna get reinitialized. In fact, what this means is that like it's just gonna run this a million times. So instead, what I want is like I want a set of listeners that I can control outside of this scope even. So I mean, this is gonna work. Because it's gonna take, like for every card, it's gonna run this. Like there's a chance that this card like we still have this reference, but then this reference is gone. And that makes sense, it got remounted. That's why it's gone. But we still have this item reference, which points to this part here. But say that that's gone now. Like I don't know if that would actually work. What happens if I do this? Yeah, I mean that works. And now it's not pointing to that anymore. I believe. I'm in some dangerous territory right now. Some dangerous JavaScript territory. Again. yeah, I just need to find a better way to deal with this so that I'm not, just like adding a fucking listener and then it's gonna go for all of them. Like this should be replaced, so replace with, and then it's gonna be something like, I will assume that we already have declared this. That would be from the card manager. Yeah. Yeah, card drop. So that would not be a card manager, but an object or a thing manager, and then so it would be register thing. Register room thing, and we would pass probably I think I would mount it from here. And then we would just do like, we would have an init function. Actually, we would just pass the initializer. There's no need to pass more stuff. We just pass in the initializer. And then we also want to this is additional stuff that gets added by the inventory, just to have these functions here. So yeah, we just have to pass in the initializer, which would be this function here, right? Register thing initializer. And then when it gets removed, we know that we have to remove that. But we need an ID, right? And so that ID that's probably going to be handled after the fact, right? After it's been added. So register thing initializer could also just be add thing to room. Yeah, I guess we're not, add thing to room. Then we pass an initializer. And then we also pass in the element. And so then, we just don't need this anymore. And then that's it, right? Like we have our initializer function that, like the code that's gonna run every time it's remounted essentially. And then, because it's adding something to the room, then it's gonna add an ID on it. And so it's gonna add that ID to this element before it mounts it. So when it's mounted, it already has an ID. And then it's just gonna run that function. So I'm actually just gonna do that right now. of course, we can just say card. Or we can say thing right now. Card, thing. That's fucking funny. Mounter initializer. Why not? Or we can just leave it like this actually, and remove these two things. This is no longer needed. Something's wrong here. Okay. Yep. Yeah. So now it's like, of course it's not gonna work, it's gonna throw an error. It's gonna say, hey, what the fuck is this thing? I don't know what you're talking about. And so now this, good. So now this is gonna export. Const exports. We need to pass in something. It is expecting a thing. But it's not this thing though. Not this thing. Where does this thing come from? No, it doesn't get called from here, so I think it's fine if I say thing. Because in reality what's gonna happen is it's gonna say, we're gonna say things, I guess. And it's gonna be an array. It can be an array, or it could be let's try it with an object. And yeah, exactly what I want. And then this is going to be equals to okay, no, thing initializers. Wow, I love it. And then the other thing that we're gonna do is we're gonna mount this thing. And so when we mount it, we have access to the room, so we're just gonna say room append child, and we'll just say thing. That's gonna mount it. And so now we have this thing. Oh wait. Then we'll do thing ID equals to ID, and then we'll have this thing. Now this should work. I'll have to think through. I'll have to card manager. Card manager. Oh yeah, I'm not exporting anything from here. So return exports. Of course it works, but it's stateless. That's good. That is great. Now we have some function here that's gonna say card drop. Initialize card state. This is where we want this to happen. So here we're going to instead go through thing initializers. And then you will just run the corresponding thing, right? So thing initializers, and then we're gonna look for card ID, and then we're just gonna call that, and that requires a card. That should work. Yay! Oh my god! Oh my papa! What no? Oh papa, my god! Yeah. Yeah. Well, that was easy. No, nobody's using this. Like, this is just yeah. And yeah, this works because this is this is being run once whenever that happens, and so when it loads, it's gonna initialize all the cards, if there are cards, you know, pre-existent. Okay, let's try something interesting. Okay, this is in the write state. No, this is in the read state. Let's see what happens if I save it, right? And then if I click here. Oh! Yeah, that's a nice bug. Oh, I was not expecting that. I'm guessing it's because of this. Could be. Wait. Yep. That seems to be it. Okay. So for each of those, we're going to initialize that thing, right? But here's the problem. We don't have an initializer anymore. Yay! We don't have an initializer, so this thing is dead. This thing is dead. Oh no. Where do we save that? Now I'm gonna get to the interesting part of all this work, which I talk about here. This is an older version, as you can see. There's self-editing and upgrading rooms, local storage, module-less cards. Yes. So yeah, this is a great moment to stop. Comment to see chaos. I want to see if I removed all of them. Oh yeah, let's do this real quick and that's it. Okay, step. Do I have access to the item? I'll have access to the slot. Item ref. The item ref is going to be a slot. So yeah, this works. And then it makes an Y. I believe that should work. Or not. Render is not a function. What is this slot thing? Object unknown false. We don't have an index. Oh, I think we should just pass an index, which I'll have anyways. And then here, instead of doing that, we'll just pass in the index as such. So this should work, and then this should also work. Yep. Good. Well, think about let's look at last. Okay, yeah, this is it. It was 2 hours 70 minutes. So we did a ton of work. So drag and drop. That's it. This is gonna be fun. Alright, it's pretty late. That's crazy. So yeah, thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one.